Hey everybody, Ashley and Jerome here from Atmosphere Collectibles, and we're going to do our Record Store Day Black Friday video. We have a lot of different titles to show.
So yeah,
yeah.
We'll run specials all day Friday. We'll probably let people in the same way we did in June and July, which is going to be in groups. But we are opening an hour early, so
Yeah, we're going to open an hour earlier than we did on the last Record Store Day. It's going to be 7 a.m. Central, because we're in Central Time Zone. So we're going to open at 7 a.m. It's going to be cold outside, so we just thought it would be a good idea. The sooner we open up, the sooner people who have been waiting for a long time in the cold or whatever can get in. If you are lined up when we open, I open, we'll be taking everyone's names and numbers, and we'll go live later throughout the day, later in the day or the next day probably, because it's going to be busy. We'll do some sort of giveaway. We're going to, like I said, we're going to have sales going on, which we'll also post those on our social media. And then Rick Thomason, I think, is going to be making burgoo for the people online. A lot of good
really
friendships
good
have been
stuff.
made in the lines at Record Store Day, not just here and everywhere. So a lot of good friendships. So.
But we have over 80 different titles. We have a lot of some, very little of some others. There's some stuff that didn't make it on time. It's on its way. I don't know if it'll come on Friday or not, because I don't know how the mail's going to run with Thanksgiving. We will go ahead and sell those. We got most of our orders. We're missing a box.
We'll give you like a
we'll
voucher.
Let you know what,
and it'll be up to you if you want to do that.
Yeah.
But if we can sell a voucher. But we'll go over those.
If we know for a fact we have it.
Yeah, we have most of our stuff. So let's go showing some records. Now, we're going to start off showing the Record Store Day exclusive titles, and then whenever it comes to the first Record Store Day first, we'll say these here, But all the ones that we're starting off with, they are Record Store Day exclusive.
So this is Electric Lycanthrope. This is Little Feat, and it's live at Ultrasonic Studios, 1974. This is limited to 5,000 copies. We have, looks like 3 copies, and this is Record Store Day exclusive. So.
I have 2 more of those coming. So if we sell out of these 3 and there are 2 people here, that want them, I'll make up vouchers Friday, for all the copies that are already en route. We have some maybe other titles that we might be getting as well. But until I see them like en route, I would hate to, but anyway. So this is another title. It is Jimi Hendrix Experience. This is Paris 1967. It's limited to 13,200, which is a lot, but it's a very raw, direct to 2-track concert. It's 1967, that would be like the year after their debut, right? Or anyway, it's a pretty cool concert, and it's Jimi Hendrix. So far I have 2 here, and then I'll have 2 on the way.
So this is Stray Cats live at Rock Palace. This is a Record Store Day exclusive, and it's July 16th, 1981 and August 20th, 1983. And this was limited to 1,750 copies. It's 3 LPs. We have 2 so far. And are we getting any more?
I don't think so. But it's 3 records.
And it's kind of pricey, but it is a really nice set.
And it's music on vinyl. So they do good quality stuff. So this is one that they just reissued recently. And the interesting thing about this one is it's a single disc. Now, this is Ozzy Osbourne, No More Tears, limited edition picture disc. It's limited to 9,200 copies. And we have 5 now. 5 are en route.
We do have 5 more coming, yeah.
So, but it's, if you like the album, but you don't like flipping the record over every 2 to 3 songs,
we also have the regular
this is all
version.
on one disc. Now it's also a cool collectible just for and it's less, it costs less than what the 2 LP version. I also have the 2 LP version in stock. So, anyway, that's a cool title.
So this is a transparent blue vinyl, and it's Leona Del Rey. These were limited to 1,500. I'm sorry, 15,000.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, and we have 4 copies, and I don't think we have any more coming. So
I don't know. I don't know for sure if that one is on the list. That could
we
still
don't have any
some
in the
left.
box. Yeah, we
No,
might
I
get
don't
some
have any more in
after,
a box,
but we don't have any more coming.
But you know, the album didn't come out that long ago, so I didn't know for sure how many people still like would buy it again. Especially because we just had we have blue banisters out there. But I mean, we really like the album,
cover,
and it is cool because you know
blue vinyl.
So this one we have 8 copies of here, and it's limited to 7,500 copies. It is Dio, Holy Diver, and Picture Disc. It's a whole album, and currently the album is
the only version.
Yeah, I mean it's not in print right now. So like even when Rhino reissued it, those are like fetching high dollar. Originals like are really not cheap. So if you just and anyway, and it looks really cool, and it's a whole album. They usually do a picture disc. I have the next one I'll show will be the let me go ahead and show that one too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. So I also have 8 copies of The Last in Line, and it's also 7,500, and it's also not in print at the moment. So it's even if you just framed it, it would be really cool. But also if you just need this album, it's a good way to get the album right now.
Yeah, this is Evanescence, and this is Purple Smoke vinyl. This is a craft reissue. It's 10th year anniversary. Limited to 4,650. Originally came out in 2011. So, and we have 4 copies.
Right now. I thought I had another. I don't know. Yes, I think that's what we have. Okay, so this is limited to 6,000, and it is Fleetwood Mac alternate live. So it's taken. We've got 6 copies. I don't know if I already said that, but it's got various. It's got like 14 tracks, which 7 songs are from the Test tour. 4 songs are from the Rumors tour, and 3 songs are from the Mirage tour. And I believe this was taken from like the, I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, first time available on vinyl.
Alright, so let's see. It looks like there's 6 of these, and this is RSD exclusive, limited to 6,000 copies. It's 45 RPM, solid pink vinyl, Dire Straits with a lithograph, remastered originally from 1993. So. And we have Dire Straits Encores, and we have 6 copies.
This one is limited to 5,000 copies. We have 5 copies, and it is Iron Maiden self-titled picture disc, and it's the 40th, celebrating the 40th anniversary crystal clear picture disc. Anyway, we have 5. Iron Maiden picture discs are just an awesome thing to collect.
We have a few others in the used section.
Oh, nice.
This is Iron Giant, and this is also a picture disc. So, and this is a limited to 2,200 copies, and it's a, we have another one coming apparently, but this is the only one that's actually here. It's Record Store Day exclusive.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so we've got Motorhead. I've got 4 copies of this live in Madrid. This is a 1995 concert. I just love the when they, the cover art when they make it look like a tape or like, mixtape or something, or the real
Studio, yeah.
So this is limited to 3,500 copies. It's red vinyl, 2 LP, and great track listing. Yeah. It's the first time on vinyl, I believe.
I wish we could have got more of those.
Previously unreleased live album. Yeah.
This is the original motion picture soundtrack in Seminoid. We do have one more of these coming. Right now we only have the one copy. It's limited to 1,400 copies. It's John Scott score, so.
All right. This is one that I have one copy here now, and then I'll have another copy en route. But this is How to Train Your Dragon, and it is limited to 3,000 copies. It's a green vinyl with a multicolored splatter, and it's the first time it's been available in this 2 LP 25, the full soundtrack on vinyl. So I guess in the past they've done like selections from the soundtrack on one record, and even on a record store day in the past. But either way, this is the first time full 25 tracks, and yeah, cool.
We only have one copy. This is Barry Maguire, Eva Destruction. We tried to get more, but I think this is all we're going to get. It's limited to 1,500 copies. It's an RSD exclusive, and it's classic.
There's like 2 Dylan covers on there, I think, and it's just a great. I mean, this song, one of his main song, I think, was on the Good Morning Vietnam soundtrack. So I think we just recently taken in a original print of it. I don't know if it's in good shape, but it's just something that like you don't see in good shape often. I mean, I don't know. This is limited to 1,500 copies, and it is Roy Creation Rebel, Rare Sides by the Reggae Originator. And it's really interesting. I don't know the backstory on why it has vintage vinyl in St. Louis is like on this Obi strip, which is interesting. I don't know if I don't know the backstory behind that, but yeah. A lot of DJs sample this album.
Please Come Home, Mr. Bulbous. This is King's X. It looks, excuse me, it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 so far. This was limited to 3,000 copies. And it's the first vinyl press of the 8th studio album from 2000. So it's record store day exclusive.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the 25th anniversary reissue. This is a Craft Recordings press of the Wrens, and it's the album, how do you pronounce it? Secaucus? I'm probably saying that wrong, and I'm going to look stupid, but it's cherry red vinyl, and it's available for the first time on vinyl as a 2 LP. So I guess in the past it's been the single LP, but it's a sophomore album from the Wrens. I have one here and I have one on the way.
We Three Kings, Reverend Horton Heat, Christmas Favorites. This is 12 holiday classics and a Rev original. So looks like we've got 4 copies. This is limited to 1,175 copies, and originally came out in 2005. It's been out of print. It's red vinyl, and for a record store day record, it's fairly inexpensive. So.
It is. It's Reverend Horton Heat. I don't know. I mean, it's fun. Okay, so this one might be the most of a single that we have. I don't know for sure. We ordered heavy on this, and since we ordered from multiple places, it looks like. I mean, this is just an album that if it doesn't all sell on record store day, we're fine with just using it to stock our bins. Like, because Leonard Cohen's Songs of Love and Hate, 50th anniversary, and it's on 180 gram opaque white vinyl. It includes a 8-page a new 8-page lyric book. It's got the embossed cover art, and it's limited to 5,000 copies. I have 9.
Famous Blue Raincoats. It's probably my favorite lyric. So.
Yeah, I've got a lot.
Great record.
But I mean, I think we'll have a lot of demand. I mean, I did have a lot of people excited about that one.
Irresistible, Tammy Terrell. And these were limited to 1,200 copies. It is RSD exclusive. And first and only solo album.
Yeah. Well, you probably know her more for the, duets that she's done and, Marvin Gaye. But I didn't realize, I feel really stupid that I didn't know that she died at 24. At age 24?
I think she was young. I didn't know she was 24.
Yeah. I didn't realize that she was that young. But, this is the second album by As Bobby Digital by Wu-Tang's RZA. Back in print after 2 decades. So this is limited to 4,500 copies. It's on translucent yellow vinyl, and I only have 2 copies. I can't believe it. So, yeah.
Probably should have got more of those.
Well, I think it wasn't that we didn't order plenty. I mean, we never, with limited edition titles, I mean, you just never know. I don't know if I ordered from both places, and, I didn't want to end up with too much, so.
It's tricky because if everything from every place you order from comes in,
then it can be really sketchy.
But also, a lot of times, only one of them will actually.
Well, also, I hate to say, I will throw in every once in a while, just a reminder, anytime a record store day list is announced, literally as soon as it's announced, I will be posting them on links to them on our social media, and then we'd like to poll our customers and see who wants what. And it was maybe not a lot of people talked about it whenever we had posted it. Not a lot of people commented. And then it was after we had already had to put our orders in. Then I'm
a week or 2 after orders had to be put in is when people start really commenting.
Yeah, did you get this? Or are you going to get this? Yeah. So.
This is the Philly tapes, and it's Hall & Oates. And this one we did try to order from multiple places. We managed to get 1 copy. So, and this is limited to 1,500 copies. It's demos of the early stuff. It's on translucent orange. So
also, as a Friday title, also there's another Hall & Oates, a really cool, another Hall & Oates that's really cool. We'll try to do a video, or I might just do pictures of the new Friday title so it doesn't compete with this video. I mean, so
right. We've got
people don't get
boxes
confused.
up front here.
And then I have more new releases.
Maybe just post them on Instagram.
Yeah. Well, Instagram, Facebook.
There's a really nice David Bowie box set, though. It's just crazy, insane nice.
Well, we can definitely show one of those. Okay. So, John Legend. This is John Legend once again. It's the 15th anniversary on gold vinyl. And this is his sophomore album. It's limited to 5,800 copies. I have 2 here, and then I have 2 on the way. So his voice is so good. I mean, it's just so, so good. And it's produced by John Legend and Kanye West, which I'm not 100% sure, but I think that guy's a big deal. No. Anyway, I thought it was, I don't see his albums in often, so.
This is live on the internet, All Them Witches, and it's a recording of the band's only 2020 live show. It's RSD exclusive. It's limited to 2,800 copies. It's 3 LPs, 16 tracks, 6 different color variations. We have 3 of them. It's a little pricey, but it's a nice set.
It's 3 records, so. I mean, it's no pricier than,
It's true.
What if Adele had a 3 LP set? It'd probably be more than that. Okay. Chief Keef. This one's called, I'm sorry, guys. Thought Breaker, but thought is spelled THOT. Oh, I feel so silly. But it's the first time on vinyl. and it's like his most popular album from 2017, and it's limited to 2,000. I only have one. I, you know, but
Yeah, some stuff you can order as much as you want. You're only gonna get.
I don't think I had a ton of people ask for that. But then again, after the list is
Ahsoka pop star Weird Al Yankovic beat on the Brat, and this is a record store day exclusive. We have 4 copies. It is limited to 2,500 copies, and I don't think we have any more coming. So there's 4.
yeah. Looks like a garbage bucket. I love it. Okay. So I have one of these here and one on the way. This is Joe Strummer. It's a 12-inch, 45 RPM single, and it's limited to 4,500. And it's the song Johnny Appleseed. So, yeah. It's got At the Border Guy on the flip. And it's celebrating the 20th anniversary of the classic album Global A Go-Go.
So this is Chris Isaak, Beyond the Sun, limited 10th anniversary Sun Records edition. This was actually limited to, well, I don't know. But it's a record store day exclusive.
I didn't say.
And yeah, I guess I did not say how many it was limited to. So, but we have 2 copies, so must not have been too many.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a limited to 4,500 copies. We have one, and it's the 40th anniversary of Healing by Todd Rundgren. And I always feel silly when I don't pronounce that very well. I don't feel comfortable saying Rundgren. But anyway, it comes with the 7-inch, and it is his 9th studio album. Originally came out in 1981. So, yeah.
This one definitely gets strangest RSD record cover. But this is Squirrel Nut Zippers. It's limited to 1,500 copies. We might have one more coming. Yeah, we do have one more coming.
We do, for sure.
But this is a RSD exclusive. So.
All right. So this is limited to 2,200 copies. This is one that got delayed from over the summer, and it's the Ghost of Mars soundtrack. We have 4 copies, and it is music by John Carpenter, and yeah. Oh, Red Planet colored vinyl. That's what I was looking for.
It's actually a really good score. Like, it's really good.
Yeah.
This is the Gun Club, Sex, Murder, Drugs, and Bad Vibes. Live at the Starwood, 1981. They've been doing a lot of early Gun Club live stuff. And I don't know. I love the Gun Club. This is limited to 2,000 copies and first time available.
Period.
Yeah.
That's what it said. But, yeah.
Worth picking up.
Yeah. Okay,
Some of the recordings on some of the Gun Club stuff is definitely going to raw, but it's all in a good way. Like, they're good raw bands. So.
Well, it's been really cool because they recently reissued the Fire, what is it called? Fire Below?
Desire?
Oh. I thought it came with the extra disc of Live.
Yeah.
So that like had the whole album, and then it had a whole extra disc of Live. And then we've been playing a lot of Gun Club, and it was just neat to see like younger people are like, oh, what are we listening to? And they like it. Anyway, I'm flailing my arms around a lot. It's been a long day. So this is Smith Kotzen, and it's limited edition. It's a limited edition 12-inch EP, and it's featuring 4 brand new tracks. So it's limited to 2,500 copies, and I have 3 copies here. And then I do have 2.
More coming, yeah.
At least, yeah. I've got some more coming.
And that's Adrian Smith of Iron Maiden, and is it Roger Kotzen or Rudge Kotzen? What's his name?
Richie Kotzen.
Richie Kotzen, and he was on the Bill and Ted soundtrack, I think. He was also like a member of Mr. Big for a while, and Poison, and some other bands later on in their career. But he's a kind of a famous guitarist.
Okay. You got another one?
Yeah, I could have got that for you.
Oh, yeah.
You want to finish these exclusives first?
Yeah. Ooh, okay. So this is A Place to Bury Strangers, and it's hologram destroyed and reassembled. So it's 13 remixes, of their newest album, and then by artists including Girl Band, Do Nothing, Bodega, I like Bodega, Ceremony East Coast, Data Animal, and more. But it's limited to 1,100 copies, and it's on white vinyl, and we only have 2.
So yeah, this is Canned Heat, Memphis Slim, and the Memphis Horns. We have 2 copies of this. It's limited to 3,000. It's a RSD exclusive, and I believe it's colored vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have 3 more coming later. And I mean, that's more blues than blues rock is what it says, but I mean, it's going to be good.
It's Candy. It's Mobb Deep.
Okay, so this one's limited to 4,500 copies, and I only have one of them. But it's like, it came out right after they left the label Loud. And so it's called Free Agents Volume 1, which, you know, I guess they must have had some issues with the label. I don't know that many details of that. But I do know that Mobb Deep is good hip-hop, and it's on clear smoky vinyl. So if you're wanting that Mobb Deep, you might want to get here. So is that the last of the...
That's the last of the RSD exclusives.
Oh, now. Well, except for 7 inches. Yeah, we have some 7 inches, and what are we going to do? Now we're going to do the record store day first. So, I've got Aerosmith, sorry. The road starts here, and this is a pretty cool, previously unreleased. I've got 7 copies, and it's but it's 10,000 copies. And the cassette tapes, I won't have those, I think, until next week. So, but anyway, I want to say that this was from Aerosmith's Vindaloo Vaults, their first known recordings, all previously unreleased.
So early
so 1971, yeah. Pretty cool.
So this is Record Store Day first. It's Judas Priest, the best of. This is a fantastic compilation of the first 3 records. And it's got the embossed cover. They recently did Rock and Rolla, and what's the one?
Sad Wings?
Sad Wings, yeah. But yeah, these are limited to 2,000 copies. It's embossed, and it's a Record Store Day first. We only have 3 copies. These will go super fast. If you want one, get here early, because we cannot
I think,
get
is that the one, does it have interviews on one side, or does it say?
Yeah, it's a double album,
yeah.
And 3 sides are music, 1 side is interviews.
But, so. I mean, believe me, if you know, like, how heavy we ordered on those from all the places, from both places that we order, and that's how many we got.
I was like, keeping one.
We do have very many versions.
We have about 8 copies of that. We have a store.
We have our store has its own copy.
Yeah.
Our store has its own play copy, and then it has its own better collectible copy, and then our house has a collection, and then we have an import copy.
So yeah, we have.
I'm not exaggerating.
We love that record.
That was the record, and I am embarrassed to admit, but I wasn't like real big into Judas Priest, and then he just played that so much, and then it just all of a sudden it clicked, and I love that. Even though I know it's a compilation, but it's an early compilation, so
yeah, it's pretty much the first 3 records. Songs of the first 3 records.
So this is Mr. Big, Lean Into It, and it is a record store first as well, limited to 5,000 copies, and it's celebrating the 30th anniversary of like the most popular Mr. Big album. And yeah, I've got
Paul Gilbert and Billy Sheehan.
I've got 8 copies on hand. I don't know. I think that's it. I think they're gone, but I mean, I have 8 copies.
Yeah, we were supposed to get.
I thought I had 10.
Yeah,
and
we
I
had
mean, unless
10
I
allocated, so I don't know.
I took pictures of stuff, and I don't know if I have more sitting, but they'll be all out on Record Store Day.
Friends in the Can. This is Canned Heat. It's brown vinyl. First time on vinyl.
It's got like some of the really great guests on it.
Yeah, Taj Mahal, John Lee Hooker. But yeah, it's limited 2,000 copies. RSD first.
We got Ray Charles, limited to 2,000 copies, and it is on a opaque gold colored vinyl, and it's a classic performance at Stockholm in 1972 on vinyl for the very first time. I have 2 copies.
Jason Isabel. It's RSD first, limited to 12,000 copies. We have 6 copies, and that's it.
I think I might have a couple. Not going to be here Friday or anything, but I might have a couple more coming later, but I don't know.
Yeah, we do have, like we said, we have another box on its way, and then we have a few things that did not make it to one of the distros in time.
I just don't like to really, like, until it's already shipped, like, anything could happen. So even when it's shipped, something can happen. You never know. Yeah. But anyway, the Shangri-La's, the best of Redbird and Mercury recordings. This is basically like the definitive Shangri-La's collection, and it's sourced from the original tape sources, and it's limited to 4,000 copies on clear with black swirl tailpipe exhaust vinyl. We have 2 copies. It's a pricier set, but I mean, this is like literally the definitive. I have a bunch of these the Redbird stuff, and I just love it. Like, it's so good.
I guess still produced by Shadow Morton, and I don't know, they're just famous tracks. Like, if you read like the Dolls biography or the Ramones biography, they talk so much about the Shangri-La's. Shadow Morton
influenced a lot of people.
Yeah. This is After the Snow, Modern English, which was their big one. We have 2 copies. It's limited to 1,000 copies. It's a Record Store Day first. We also have 2 more of these that are already on their way. So if we run out, these 2 sell. We can't sell 2.
It's a brand new album, right? I think it's a brand new album from Modern English.
I thought After the Snow was I'm Not With You.
No. Okay. Was it recorded September 2020 at Indigo Arena? Yeah.
So, because After the Snow wasn't that their big one?
I don't know.
Or was it Before the Snow? I can't.
But I just know that that's like newly recorded or something. I don't know. Sorry.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, so we do have 2 more, and it sounds interesting. Like, I like Modern English.
Yeah. Okay, so this is also another really nice set, and it's also in that Shangri-La price range, but it is the complete Atlantic singles of Dusty Springfield, 1968 to 1971, and it's got 24 original mono singles on ruby red colored vinyl, limited to 3,000. Oh, well, 3,000 would be worldwide. It's 2,000 in the U.S. But if one of these were to end up by the end of the day still here, I might have to keep one of these just because I love Dusty Springfield, and it's got, I don't know, a lot of great tracks. Son of a Preacher Man's on here, but that's not the only great song on here. So.
Limited to 1,400 copies. This is Willie Nelson, Myrtle Haggard, and Ray Price. And it's a RSD first, Big Hits Live.
Okay, so this is Thundercats, Golden Age of Apocalypse. reissue. So it's the 10th anniversary, and it's got like, so it was his debut album, and this is some really cool packaging. It's got like a hologram in the center. Executive producer is Flying Lotus. They do a lot of stuff together, and yeah, it says red translucent vinyl, and it has 2 bonus tracks, but we only have 2 copies, and it's 4,000 total. So
this is limited at 3,000 copies. We only have 2. It's the Munsters. It's got a die cut cover, and it's kind of cool. So 2 copies that will go fast.
This is one I have 2 copies of. Roy Buchanan, The Prophet, the unreleased first Polydor album. It's on orange and black fire vinyl, and it's the Telecaster Titan's earliest recordings for Polydor, never before on vinyl. And originally from 1969 is when it was recorded. We have 2 copies. It's limited to 1,750. So
this is a RSD first. It's Chet Baker. Limited to 1,300 copies. Recorded in 1969. Albert's house.
we have like 5.
We do. We have 5 copies. So
That's a lot to have of something that's such a small amount, but it'd be good to have in the bins if it's left, because
we got that many. So yeah, those.
Yeah. Okay, so this one's Belize Tropical compilation compiled by David Byrne, and it's limited to 1,250 copies, and it's color vinyl. It has liner notes by David Byrne, and it's got a lot of 60s and 70s artists that it said that they were forced into exile. But it's on the Luca Bop label, which that's really cool. A really cool label. And I don't know. So
this is Blackberry Smoke Stoned, and we have 2,500 copies. Are they limited to 2,500 copies? We have 9 copies.
That's a lot.
So this is RSD first.
But we have a lot of people in our area. I'm not saying that like they don't like Blackberry Smoke everywhere, but we have a lot of people like Blackberry Smoke around here. So, yeah. So
they will go fast. So
yeah,
those will be gone pretty fast.
Okay. So this is Cyclone Kick, self-titled, or not self-titled, The Lizard. And it is U.S. vinyl debut of the 1992 smash featuring Love Is On The Way. It's on reptilian green marble vinyl, limited to 2,500 worldwide, 2,000 in the U.S. And we have 4 copies. So those will go fast.
This is Crowbot, and it's Rat Child, and limited to 2,500 copies. We have 3. This has Frankie Bialo of Anthrax, and I think Killswitch members.
Howard Jones.
Yeah, Howard Jones of ex-Killswitch. So, Crowbot.
I love the rap film cover. Very cool.
Yeah.
So this is limited to 1,500, and I have 2 here. Although I have another one en route. It's Big Mama Thornton, Sassy Mama, recorded at the Rising Sun Celebrity Jazz Club in 1977. So, new cover art and completely mastered for vinyl, plus a bonus remix. It's got the ball and chain on it, and Hound Dog.
So yeah, this is Miles Davis live, and limited to 4,600 copies, 50th anniversary live evil, and this is RSD first. So we have 3 copies.
That is I love the cover art. It is. It's definitely crazy ass jazz, crazy ass era of jazz, especially. I don't know. Okay, so this is another first. It's limited to, I don't know how many copies exactly, but it is the another one of the ones that were delayed from the last record store days. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, and it's Great Wes Anderson film and soundtrack. This is on blue vinyl, and it's a really great soundtrack. You've got a lot of like David Bowie singing in French, and the Stooges, the Zombies, Scott Walker. Anyway, we've got 4.
So this is Oscar Peterson, limited to 1,800 copies. It's 3 LPs. It's kind of pricey. Time for Love, and it's Oscar Peterson Quartet Live, 1987. So it's a nice set. We have 1 copy.
Well, it's limited, pretty limited, so.
Yeah, 1,800.
Yeah. Okay, so this is limited to 2,000 copies. It's Nancy Wilson, You and Me, on blue vinyl, and it's the first ever solo album from Nancy Wilson of Heart, which I was like sort of surprised. It's on, I already said that, blue vinyl. But yeah, I was sort of surprised that it was her first solo album. So, I mean, she's got such amazing skills. So, anyway, we have 2 copies of that one.
This is Katie Lang. It's Record Store Day first, limited to 2,500 copies. We have 4 total, all you can eat. So, 2,500 copies, 4 is not bad.
Mm-mm. Okay, so another first, limited to 2,000 copies, and it is Rich Brian, and the album is called Amen, and it's I guess he went like viral for the song That's Sick or something?
Stick, I think.
I don't know. But I saw where the song Introvert is featuring Joji, which just because I'm not young and cool enough to be familiar with this doesn't mean that like a ton of people aren't, and it's limited to we only have 1 copy out of the 2,000.
So this is Tickets for Doomsday, heavy psychedelic funk and soul ballads and dirge, 1970 to 1975. So that sounds super cool. And yeah, limited 2,700 copies compilation. It looks like it would be really cool. It's Record Store Day first, and a lot of times they're off the wall concerts, some of the coolest things they do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is limited to 7,000, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 copies. It's celebrating the 40th anniversary of Gloria U2 Gloria EP. It includes the original studio version plus 3 live versions from 3 different decades, 2 previously unreleased, plus a large poster. So, yeah, very cool.
Screaming Jay Hawkins, My Little Shop of Horrors, and this is limited to 1,300 copies. It's Record Store Day first, and there has to be a Screaming Jay Hawkins every Record Store Day. So.
I think we have 2 here, and then I have 1 coming.
We do have another one coming?
Yeah, I do have another one coming. Okay, so this is Trippy Red. I guess I'm saying that right. And it's the first time on vinyl. It's 2 mixtapes packaged as 1 vinyl release. And it is limited to how many copies? I don't know for sure. But it's 3 LPs, and I have 1 here, and then I have 2 coming. So I guess it says I don't know if it's the type of hip hop. It said it was drill or something. I don't know. I'm not that familiar, but I'm sure the young people are kiddos.
This is Big Brother and the Holding Company. limited to 4,000 copies, and we have two more coming. So Janis Joplin, like, definitely worth checking out.
So this is limited to 875 total copies. Eric Essex, Songs from the Deep. And it's, I have one here now, and then I have one coming. But, yeah, he's like major big deal guitarist. And,
I thought we had two of those here already. I think we do somewhere.
okay, well, I may have two here already. I don't know. I took pictures of stuff and put it like single pictures on Instagram and Facebook because we hadn't had a video up, and I wanted to just show like all the different titles that we did have. And so it could just be behind the counter. Like, we're going to basically have, we have like 24 hours of work to do.
Now, RSD first, limited to 4,000. We have two here. We have two more coming.
This is limited to 2,700 copies. I have only one. And whenever it's called Americana Railroad. Anyway, we have one. And so when I feel really silly because like whenever I was going through the order sheet, I was like, American Railroad, who wants to listen to songs from the railroad? But then I was like, oh wait, so it's got like John Fogerty and it says 19 newly recorded railroad songs by artists such as John Fogerty, Dave Alvin, Peter Case, and more. So makes more sense now. Anyway, we have one.
Madlib and Mammal. Jackson Conti. It's 2 LP set, and the name of the record is Sujinho.
Okay.
Interesting.
So yeah, I think it's maybe the first time on vinyl, or it's been out of print for a really long time. I'm not 100% sure, but basically, yeah, it's. I should have. I'm sure I ordered more of that. I don't know how I only ended up with one, but.
So I mean, yeah, it's only 4,500 copies. I would have thought we would have got more, but I don't know.
Okay, so this is Dave Van Ronk, and it's Hear Me How. It's live from 1964. It was recorded in Bloomington at IU. And, but yeah, basically his life was the Coen, apparently the Coen brothers movie, Inside Llewyn Davis, and I don't, Llewyn Davis, I could never pronounce that. And so I was like, oh man, when I was reading, I was like, I'm going to mess that up. But anyway, it was based off of his life. And, so, very cool. It was, I've only got one copy, so.
So I think that's it for the RSD first. Now we have the limited run.
The regional. Oh, yeah, region. Okay, so I got those here. Yeah, we don't have a ton of the regional run ones. This is Chris Travis. It's limited to 1,000, and I have 5. That's a lot. It seems like a lot, but I mean, I think this is like, for all, I'm pretty sure this is the first time on vinyl. Yeah, first time on vinyl, limited edition purple vinyl. He's like a Memphis-based rapper. I've already had people call and see like if I was going to be getting this title in. So I do have 5, but you know, I don't know how long they'll last. So, and then I've also had like people ask like, well, what time should I get there? I'm sorry, I don't have anything to say to that. Like, I don't really know. I don't want anybody to miss out, but I also like, I don't know. I mean, we never know what to expect. So, I mean, I just hope like, you know, we don't. Okay, this is limited to 1,000. I only have one copy of this. And it's Chick Corea and Lionel Hampton in concert live at Midem 1978. remastered and reissued on transparent crystal clear vinyl. And it says hand numbered. Oh yeah, hand numbered. Cute. So I have one of those. I only have one of this, and I think someone did ask me if we were going to get this one too. Matata, and it's Independence. It's a rare Kenyan Afrobeat funk album from 1974, limited to 1,000 copies. We have one. Magenta, or no, never mind. I don't know if it's on colored vinyl or not. I made that up. I'm just making stuff up. This is one that it's limited to 1,000. I have one here now, and then I have one coming. And it's Johnny Johnson, and it's Johnny Be Bad. So it's featuring a lot of people. Out of those people, I will mention Eric Clapton, Keith Richards, and Joey Sampinato, and more. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. I've got one here now, one coming. This is another limited run. I guess I only have two. Okay, I feel like I'm missing stuff, but anyway. Yeah. Okay, we'll sort that all out later. I'm not trying to keep totals from people, but I mean, I do know I have these two because they're in my hands, and like as I we'll probably spend most of our Thanksgiving up here working. So, but anyway, this is the Bee Gees, 3 Kisses of Love. It's limited to 1,000, and is basically a really great original festival recordings, kind of a great compilation. And this is sort of before the era of the disco era?
It's definitely before the disco era.
So I have 2 of those. And then the last of those, before we get to the unusual sized ones. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, I only have one of these, and this is limited to 1,000. It's music on vinyl, and it is Magma. And this is BBC 1974 Laundry. It's on two records, I believe. And Magma, we've had their stuff in, we've had record of theirs in before. They're kind of a hard to pin down group.
Very hard to pin down. Really good.
Yeah, very good. I would say if you're a fan of like prog, even, like you might already be familiar with. I'm not saying that all their stuff is proggy or krautrocky or whatever, but I mean, they're a French band. But anyway, it's basically just, 2 songs, and it's like an hour worth of music. It's 2 songs, and it was recorded at the John Peel. They did like Peel sessions, so. But it's music on vinyl, so it's sure to be a great pressing.
So this is Billy Ellis, and this was limited to 15,000. We have 5.
And we don't always order a ton of 7 inches. So, I mean, you know, that's still a lot for us. Pussifer, this is, we've got 2 copies of that. This one, it's limited to 2,000. I love the cover art. It was basically recorded during the lockdown, or like recorded for a live stream.
These are limited to 1,450 copies. Somehow we only got one. It's Pink Lincolns. They were just a great hardcore band. We have one. So, definitely worth picking up.
Okay, so this is a Record Store Day exclusive, and we have 2 copies. It is a little bit pricier of a set, but it's Sam Cooke. And so it's Sam Cooke with the Soul Stirs, and it's First Mile of the Way. It's a 3 10-inch set on a triple gatefold, and it's got a lot of the specialty era releases, and then it's also got some live stuff from the Shrine Auditorium. It says the famous Shrine Auditorium Festival or concert from 1955. But it's 3 10 inches, and it's a Croft Recordings deal. But it's a nice set, and it's Sam Cooke.
So yeah, this is
Joan Jett.
Joan Jett, yeah, and the Blackhearts, Bad Reputation, and I Love Rock and Roll. These are kind of like the old comics, like the old Gremlins and superhero comics that Star Wars that were
Book
in the
and record
45.
sets.
And I don't know. I'm half tempted to open one of these.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Uh,
I just decided I want one of these. I mean, this is my time period. I mean,
we do have 10 copies of these. So
well, we have 9.
We have 9.
Well, I mean, I guess I could technically reclose that. I don't know.
We'll see.
That seems like.
But these are super cool. And like if you like the old
Oh, I didn't realize it's on pink. Pink vinyl. And
Star Wars comics. Definitely one of the.
Yeah.
The artwork is super cool on those.
Yeah. So yeah, it's super cool. And
one side is one track and the other side is the other. And you flip it over.
Yeah, so there's like a comic for the I Love Rock and Roll side, and then on the Bad Reputation side. Yeah, Jerome's going to have to lift this big box because it's so heavy.
Yeah, we're not going to show Friday releases, but we are going to show...
this is the last Record Store Day title that I have, and on hand anyway. The Evap Brothers Emotionalism cassette. I only have one. It's limited to 500. I could also, real quick mention, sorry, the Buck Owens will be here. It's en route. The Rob Dickinson, he was like the ex-singer of the Catherine Will. That's coming late. For us, late, because it's en route. Chad Falco, featuring Mike Watt on bass and Larry Mullins of the Stooges on drums. We'll have one of those. And then I think the Wonderful World of Louis Armstrong, which is super interesting because the vinyl is cut. Anyway, that won't be here.
So yeah, this is 1992 to 2001 David Bowie box set, which comes out Friday.
Well, I think it was technically, yeah.
Well, I don't know. This is around Friday. It may have already been out. We just may have gotten it late.
Yeah, it just came in for us.
We also have all the Friday releases. We'll be posting on Instagram. And some of them are stuff that we just haven't got on time. I know there's Cancer, Sons of Mankind, finally. Kill Switch, yeah. U2, Oxen Baby is a big one.
It was just like getting to us. It was last Friday.
Yeah, this one we were supposed to have last Friday. And I know a lot of people are waiting on these, so.
The Live Helmet.
Live Helmet.
Cancer, third. Snoostein. Kill Switch. There's like a Kill Switch Engage or is it Kill Switch? But yeah, I'll be posting on Instagram. I'm sorry,
Kill Switch Engage, but,
oh, Fear Factory. Sorry.
Oh yeah, there is a Fear
Factory. Aggression or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we've got that. That Cancer that Jerome's really excited about.
They didn't do such a great job on the cover on this one. The other two,
I think he's just having a hard time remembering that it's just the artwork. But I don't know.
They sound great though. Like I have the first two, I picked them up. So the third one, I'm sure sounds great.
This I'm super excited about. The Helmet Live, because it's from like 1990 and 1993. The reissue of that one. They reissued the Corrosion of Conformity. And this Fit for an Autopsy. But yeah, there's a lot. This is the Black Label Society Doom Crew Inc. They're doing a lot of the reissues of the Black Label Society. I don't know if I've got them all yet. Oh yeah, that one is going to be popular.
So yeah, just pull in random titles because there's too much to show. Willie Nelson. The Deep Purple is like
brand new, isn't it?
Yeah. B-52s.
Oh, this is just, it had been out of stock for a long time, that Mobile Fidelity.
Well, any Mobile Fidelity, we just don't see them.
Oh, there it is.
The Fear Factory. Willie. So, I think it was Gerald Hall, John Oates, and Lots of other stuff. So.
Yeah, lots of great stuff. Yeah, we'll be open at 7 a.m. We hope everyone has a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. We are super thankful for all of our friends and extended family.
So yeah, this looks like it has a lot of covers.
We just want to thank you for watching. I know these record store day videos are really long, but you know, we'd like to discuss like each title, you know, and anyway, so thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your turkey day and have a good night. I guess we're done. I'm going to shut it off. Okay, good night.